the 80s versus the team of the 90s, the Niners, the Cowboys. They're underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You got Marquise. What's his name? Well, gotta stop good one. That nigga done bun you though. Got him. Let's get it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Oh.
Here we go.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Here's McKinnon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Like it.
On 2nd down, Elliott looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
A little pressure.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Black 80! Black 80! Right there.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Collins in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
20! 180! 11.
Oh, man, so cool.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Everyone's got 4 down. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Oh, baby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, fighting off the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And spins away as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. To go here in the 1st half. Back with more after this.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh.
47.
What?
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go 47. Get out.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And there he goes again. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 67 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the
Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
I got 11. He's mine.
I'm gonna have that sack.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Caught left side. Garcon. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get
Where
to
your
the
old ass at?
Garoppolo looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
winning?
While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know the Patriots.
Nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You got to find something different.
But
and
he
Tom
don't
Brady, I
respect
got to
his
give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it.
And now nothing but green and eleven. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 51 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
God damn.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned
Are y'all playing for
a
money?
house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
I'll go return that all the way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Who playing with the Cowboys?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred
Scorpio
the ball
winning,
loose
right?
and brings up second down. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's
No,
going
I'm
to
not
win it? Who's
watching
going to
the
be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though, do you?
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
10th carry now for Elliott.
I'm gonna watch this football game.
And he gets this inside
Hey,
the
tell Alex I said what's
35-yard
up.
line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This is my thing.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Oh my bad, I'm watching the stream and I haven't even subscribed to
He's
him.
had his way in this one, but this
There you go,
time they get him
Scorpion.
behind
Just
the
subscribe
line.
to him.
It's a
Finish
loss of a
subscribe to him.
yard
4
there,
counts,
and now
buddy.
second down.
Appreciate it, buddy. You got over how many y'all play ball now. Ready for.
Hey, family.
A second down throw for Prescott.
I was in this park today, right? And I went to game chat to say GG. He's like, oh, it's another black person. I was like, what does that mean? I played him again. I dropped him off. I was like, why you have to be so
And the
racist?
Cowboys will extend their lead.
Oh, these are juke touchdowns.
Also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
Scorpion,
Yo,
you just like to go that Madden.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just
I
kick
play
the
it.
extra
I mean,
point
I
lines
done
up
got my,
successful.
I ain't gonna on the GOAT. I done had my ass beat a few times. It's just all how you play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll
Hey,
elect
Scorpion,
to
remember, you
return
can't
this
cuss
one,
on
so they'll bring it
stream.
out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49ers getting
I
set
mean,
to
as y'all
trot
can see,
out
y'all
there.
can tell, I'm a Dallas fan.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
More cowgirl, right?
I know how Dallas play. I'm a Cowboy fan.
On play action. It's
But he got the 49ers. Like, well, who do they have
deep
good?
left side here.
Yeah, come on,
This is
cowgirl.
caught inside the 15.
He got the little
And he takes
Cowboys.
this
It's
down
okay.
deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 66
He caught that?
yards.
That motherfucker caught that.
See, I ain't got my fast receiver. I ain't got my fast cornerback on him. But he can burn him every time.
Well, that didn't take
That
long.
receiver
One
speed
play,
of
and
96,
we're
the
already
cornerback
looking at a
speed
first
probably
and goal
96.
situation.
He gonna burn him. That's why I'm trying. That's why I'm running the press. I know that's who we gonna use. That boy bad.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I was
And
shooting
he'll
at him
maneuver
running.
his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited
He
about that?
fumbled.
The defensive front. They got just in their ear.
And across the
Good
chalk
play,
into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there.
There you
A
go.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that
Hey, can y'all-
deficit.
Yeah, I tell Alex I'm me.
It is not been his day. It's the second extra point he's missed so far.
He ain't gonna talk down for the game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting
for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Good job, Alex.
All right, I gotta get my pick back.
Scorpion, Alex said he ain't going out like that.
I wouldn't expect him to go out like that. I don't underestimate nobody I play.
I'm really trash at Madden, not gonna lie.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Did he slow? No, he slow.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
This is like a real football game. Sitting here in my blanket.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play.
He should have lobbed it, I'm not gonna lie.
That's exactly what he did there. That was
nice.
My
favorite will pick that off.
Family, you good at Madden?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as
Hello?
he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
He's in the park. I want to turn this.
Now this is
Hey, Scorpion, you play 2K?
Yeah, I got it.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because the coverage is way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now there comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking in at the 22. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be
the whole middle wide. If you would have that middle, he could probably been gone.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
They had the middle block.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Sack right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
They ain't let niggas throw their hand up to knock it down.
Yeah, 2 passes he could have made too.
They'll run it now. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I would have took the other one, but that
there
was
and
cool
another
too.
1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 4th, it might get picked off.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense is you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal.
Come on, baby.
Intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's gonna take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Nothing I can do about
Kittle, a
that.
beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers get a score closer. Third time's a charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles. And I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper was the target there, and it's second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Bring Zeke back out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Still moving. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ooh.
Throwing here, Prescott. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I told you, that's the play we're going to get up.
Oh, yeah. He knocked it down the last play.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Last time you should do it, triangle over his left shoulder. Yeah. They touch down too.
See, I seen the blitz
team
come,
on
I
the field
seen
now
X
as they will
wide
send
open.
this one away.
Yeah.
I guess I held it too long.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Yeah,
when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo on first down.
And
nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Line of scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And the hit loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Pick.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Garoppolo now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're going to be going the other way.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Hey, good game, boy.
Closed, locked,
man,
reinforced.
Them first 3 interceptions I threw, I sailed them bitches way too high, man. I left them hanging. That nigga had that nigga about 10 yards. I kept leaving them bitches hanging. I forgot you got to hold that bitch and press L1. Good shit, man. Good shit.
Ball hawks back there, baby.
Nah, that was me, my nigga. They got hot off of my dumb ass shit. That's all right, my nigga. I'm gonna get in this bitch. We gonna run it back.
How you let them juke moves with Zeke though?
Yeah, you broke a couple of. You broke one with Amar and Zeke. That was hard as fuck. That's what saved your motherfucking ass. 4 picks, 4 or 5 picks. Tell me. All right. Yep. Damn, we was down by 8 too. I just fucked up too many times, but I got back in that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll play it again. We'll play it again.
Believe it or not, 49 got a decent team. They got a play.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's what I say. When I turned that bitch over too early, that was it for me. It was uphill bad. I ain't think I was done. That was it. Once I kept turning that shit off, like, fuck, I hung that motherfucker too out.
They're down big here late.
That nigga Marquise fast as fuck, ain't
Hell, yo.
I'm telling you, man, that's why I said Garoppolo hung that bitch too much,
yeah,
man.
I keyed in on that, though.
I had to get used to that pass.
I keyed in on him, though. I was all right. Every time I see him came to play, I have one play, but then I switch.
Yeah.
But I keep my alignment the same way.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Yeah. Boom. I bumped the man with a couple two.
Yeah. Now that one pass that I threw the kid, and that nigga just overthrew that nigga. You see? I mean, he overthrew that nigga. I was like, fuck.
The way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And we don't run it back. You ain't gonna have all them damn picks like last. Yeah. Hey, use the damn passion again. Oh wow.